Dude. What's up? Yo, what up, Wolfplay? What up, Channelcraft? What up, I'm gonna say Julie Tass. And, yeah, not Juliet, you know. What up, Player Busey? What up, ASD? What up, Alyssa? What up, Branko? How y'all doing? Yo, what up, one incher pincher? I'm like so curious about the lore of that username now. We chillin'. Just feel like doing some VOD reviewing today. Feel like going over my own performance in MCC, going over a few things that occurred in this MCC that I think are going to change MCC forever. Oh, it's Hewlett. Okay. Got it. I think. You've been doing a Halloween at MCCI? Yeah. They've got some fancy maps going on over there. Well, I guess neither of us have to say it, one incher. Hello, Antvenom. Happy Halloween. Today is like the worst possible evening I could choose to stream aside from like Christmas. But you know what? It's just what we're doing. It's just those of y'all who are deciding to not go trick-or-treating, or who are adults who are not going to a party or something like that, and you just don't feel like watching anyone else on Twitch because there are plenty of people live on Twitch, then I guess that means you're stuck with me. Nah, don't worry. GamerX, I'm on the intro screen. You're not late. I'm gonna play one more song though. Let's play the Dodgeball track because it's just so good. I can listen to this song now too and feel like, well, just a different feeling than I felt before because we won this MCC. I forgot you are legally allowed to VOD review now that you won MCC. You see, you get it. Like Scott said, I'm benched if I don't VOD review. It's part of the lore. So I have to do it. He didn't actually say that, but let's just say he did. Hydration check. Yo, Cairo. What's up? I read up on the stats page for this MCC, and we'll get into it here in a little bit. But I had the lowest accuracy rate out of anybody, which means I had the most amount of wasted arrows. I still had some like good hits, and like I wasn't far off from the others, but like I was definitely like itching to shoot some arrows, and I was a little too willing to throw out some garbage shots. Like there were a few shots where I wasn't like sure of what I was doing. You just finished making caramel and culinary. Wish you could have had some of the shit is good. Yo, GamerX, let's go. Let's go. You'll have to like tweet me a picture or something, or throw it in my Discord or whatever. Will I be doing more Ant Farm Survival anytime soon? I'm not sure. It all depends on whether or not I ever get my shit together and start streaming more consistently. This is like a bit of an effort in that regard. But there's been a lot going on behind the scenes that I've been doing related to Minecraft. I've been playing more Minecraft in the past month than I have in probably the last year. So, you know, if that's worth anything, then that's worth something. Yo, what up, Yahi Mice? What's up? RSG. Yeah, we're going to be doing that after we do VOD reviewing, which may take about an hour, if I have to guess. I have some notes. I have a whole ton of notes written down for the sorts of things that I want to talk about. Involving the MCC. So there's that. And, yeah, I mean, I suppose it's probably time that we get into it. I mean, I don't know how many people to expect. It's literally Halloween. It's literally like an hour before people start trick-or-treating. So like this is actually the worst time for me to do this, but I'm in the mood to do it tonight. And that's kind of what matters. If I need 1.16.1 coaching, hit me up. You give me some pointers. That might be useful into the stream because I've done a bit of studying, but like I am actually going into the attempts today pretty raw, but I did do attempts last night. And I have some idea of what to do. I have Ninja Brain Bot set up. So there's that as well. Actually, speaking of which, I want to test that out. We're just going to go into the gameplay right now. I need to figure out a better way to do this, but I have a button on my Stream Deck. Okay, good. There's a window over it right now because it's not always on top. But Ninja Brain Bot shows up right there. This is a part of speedrunning tech, and we'll get into it soon. But it disappears after 20 seconds. Look, hands-free. Look, Ma, no hands. I have to keep my hands awkwardly in this position for the next, like, 5 or 6 seconds until it eventually disappears. It's going to disappear. There it goes. Okay, so it comes up for... Yo, different song. Let's go to Ace Race, even though we didn't play it in the last MCC. It's only 1 p.m. for me, so you ain't late. Oh, yeah, true. Right. West Coast. That's right. So it's just East Coast that I'm kind of screwing over on this one. When was your last Minecraft speedrun? My last completed Minecraft speedrun probably was the 934 that I got, which I think was 1.8. It would have been a set seed run, but we're going for random seed glitchless. It's only 4:30. Yeah, I know that, but like within an hour, it's going to start to get dark, and you know, if people are trick-or-treating, like they're going to be getting ready. You know, they're not going to be watching Twitch unless they're listening to it in the background. So, yeah. So anyways, oh, it says I have center monitor capture on, but I don't. Also, I have Twitter open. Let's close that. Close that. Open that up. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to like throw this up on screen right now. Cool. So I'm not going to be playing the music the whole time as we do the VOD reviewing, but I do have a whole ton of things that I want to go over. This was like, honestly, I felt more capable during this MCC than I felt in any other MCCs past. There was a lot of things that I wanted to improve upon. PvP I wanted to improve on a lot more than I actually did, but I did have some decent moments. One thing that I have been practicing a lot lately, if y'all saw the MCC VOD, or if y'all were here for MCC before MCC began, you would have seen that I would have done some obstacles practice. And I think let's see. I could open up another instance of Minecraft and do that real quick, but we'll get into that after, maybe in between. But yeah, I've been focusing a lot on bridging and movement, and I've been feeling way more comfortable with it lately. To the point where I decided to just YOLO go into speedruns yesterday, and I started feeling even better because my ability to move around the game is just so much better. I'm getting good at extensions where when you jump out and you don't have the distance to reach the block in front of you, but you place one block and that gives you the distance. That's a technique I've been getting used to. Yo, what up, Hyper Appeal? Yeah, so let's just go ahead and let's get into the VOD reviewing, I guess. I mean, I think that's kind of what we're all here for. Well, I don't know what y'all are here for. I'm not here to judge. I'm just kind of trying to spitball commentary, you know, be my old usual self. But let's go ahead and let's get into this here. The first thing that I want to note about, hang on, let's hang on. I never know how to balance the music out. It's probably fine. It's very quiet. I know it's very quiet. But yeah, this MCC, I was not the main character of this MCC. I was not even the main character on my team. I didn't know that going into it, and I wasn't like thinking it like, oh, I'm the reason we're gonna win or anything like that. I don't mean it like that, but just what I mean is I didn't realize that this was Ghosty Fruit's story until Dodgebolt. But I kind of knew as we were going along that she was actually a very good player. And yeah, I'm going to show y'all. I guess we're going to start. I guess we'll start off with Dodgebolt here. Oh, I got to show you guys something that's really cool, by the way. I don't know if this is like, if I'm going to want to use this while we VOD review, but if I right click and I go to audio and audio track in VLC, which is where my MCC VOD is, I can just set it to desktop audio. So all you hear is the sounds that were occurring, but no microphone audio whatsoever and no Discord audio whatsoever. So if we wanted the VOD review, but without having to listen to like what was being said in the background, for like vibe reasons, I totally can just do that. We can just play out the audio. So I think I think I may do that because I don't want, you know, Discord audio and all that to be talking over me. Your team just kind of didn't have a bottom frag player at all. No, we really didn't. I mean, me and Jordan were only a few points off of each other. I should have gotten top 10 in this MCC, but I'm a little like the fact that I disconnected during Rocket Spleef Rush was why I didn't get top 10, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, let's go and let's start off with Dodgeball, I guess, since we wound up winning the MCC. Let's go over, let's see here. I don't want to skip around too aggressively as we do this, but, yeah, so in round 1, we wound up taking round 1, and this was like me and Sparkles. Like, I've got a picture out of this, and hopefully I wind up pausing on the right frame. But, okay, so it's me and Sparkles are the only 2 alive against all 4 on their team. So this was a straight up 2v4 situation. We both wind up landing our first shots here, taking it right down to a 2v2. Elena's movement is, I'm sorry, Elena, I appreciate you so much. But when you turn around and you run at breakneck speed, I'm gonna hit you. If what you're doing isn't tricky, I'm gonna hit you. That's why I wound up going after Elena so much, because her movements were just predictable and I just wanted to get some shots off. But right there, this shot with Sparkles facing one way, me facing another, and the arrow, like, even though it's not that close, I've just got this image of my mind of like a piece of fan art where me and him are like back to back to each other with like our bows in hand or something, and the arrow like we're nearly back to back and the arrow just going right in between us or something like that. I've had this image in my head of that happening ever since this happened. This shot was like that, and this next shot was very similar. The next shot that went after us, because neither of us went down during this round. Yeah, just like that. The arrow like going right by us. So that was fun. Someone's got to do that now. If someone feels like it, that's up to them. But yeah, such a silly shot. That's what I mean. That was one of many shots where I'm just like clearly not ready enough to take my shot, and I took my shot anyways. Like, though admittedly, if Sneak had bursted forward on that, I would have hit him. So that was just a good dodge on his part. But still, I clearly wasn't ready enough for that. So Sparkles taking down FireBreathMan was sick. I was the only one on my team who did not get a kill on FireBreathMan. I took a shot or 2 on him. I missed them all. So the rest of my team are goats. I don't know if it was every round that he went down, but I think every single round that he went down, we won. Maybe not. I don't actually know that for sure, like, at all. But, yeah. Anyways, so Sparkles goes down here. One miss. Sparkles goes down. So it's up to me. Well, he's not down yet. I'm kind of spoiling. Oh, no, actually, never mind. He doesn't go down. It was the second round that we took that I was the last one left against Elena. But yeah, Jordan's like, be careful. And I'm just like, lock in, baby. Let's go. I'm such an overreactor. But yeah, so that was round 1. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip through round 2 and 3 because we went down 2-1. Oh yeah, we waited forever for the shot to go off because we both had an arrow and they didn't want to let it up and we didn't want to let it up, and chat is complaining about it. Sparkles throws down a shot. FireBreathMan takes down Ghosty. Happy to get impulse there, but we still wound up losing this round. It just wasn't meant to be, because what was it? Fire and Sneak Snag were still up. Yeah, this when they're both up, it's a deadly combo. That was so close, such a close shot. I dodged him by like an inch, or he dodged me by like an inch. All right. Yeah. Anyways, that round goes to them. This next round, I think, was a pretty decisive elimination. Let's see here. Yeah, 3 of them were alive. And, like, you know, anyone who is watching Dodgebolt in this moment who is rooting for us, this is the sort of moment where you don't think it's going to come back. You're not sure, but when the chips are down like this and you got to win 2 in a row. All right, let's watch this round in full. I like this round. At least as far as my own performance is concerned. I was happy to shut down the one win, 3 loss Dodgebolt, which is what was gonna happen. All right, so Shadoune, I think, did Shadoune take both shots there? I don't know. Shadoune getting FireBreathMan at the beginning of this round, so goated. Like, FireBreathMan was really would have been the reason why this team won if he had stayed up all the time. So, yeah. All right. Trying to remember. I don't remember who went down, but we're watching this. Yo, what up, Sug? So y'all did a game for MK Leo. I don't know what an MK Leo is. Let's see. I think I missed this shot. Did I? Or no, I would have hit Sneak here. I think I hit Sneak. Yeah. He's got a bit of predictable back and forth movement as well. So like as long as you know he's in those motions, that's not too hard to hit either. Okay, so oh yeah, Elena was a menace in this last round. And like everyone who was watching my POV seeing that first miss, like I don't think did I win? Did we win or lose? You're about to see if you're unaware. So look at me freaking out over here. Look at this freaking guy. Oh my god. Seriously. Okay, I think I could probably turn the volume up on this a little bit. There we go. That's better. So here it is. Final round. Final round. To be fair, your heart must have been racing. Honestly, no. But like it didn't feel like it was racing, but like I have a lot of experience in situations where you need to perform under pressure, but it's not because of Minecraft. I actually grew up literally mainlining that feeling all the time because I play the Tony Hawk franchise a lot, which is, am I ready for Pandora's Box? As ready as I'm gonna be. I haven't done a lot of practicing for it, dedicated practice, but Bablu wants to practice soon. He hit me up about that, so we definitely need to do that. But geez, I lost track of what I was saying, chat. I'm sorry about that. Did I get the new cape yet? The one where I have to fly to Dallas? No. Unless they fly me to Dallas, I'm not gonna get that cape. Unless they move the Minecraft Experience event to Boston or something. Just go on eBay. The whole point is to not spend the money. I would fly to Dallas in a second if it were free. I just don't feel like spending the money on that. And like, I just don't. I probably should, but I just don't. The PB soundtrack goes harder. Oh, the Pandora's Box. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack. But all right. No, I may get the cape, but my hope is that they expand the Minecraft experience to other big cities and that either New York or Boston becomes one of them. Because if they do that, then I will drive. I'll drive, and I have no problem doing that. I can drive to New York and back in the same day if I had to. I mean, I wouldn't want to do 10 hours of driving. Boston and back in one day I could do, but New York and back I'd probably need to do an overnight stay. But I wouldn't do the overnight stay in New York. I would do it outside of New York so that I don't need to pay the New York surcharge on having to stay there. So I would just like get a place on the way back or whatever, because it's like a 5.5 hour drive for me. Hi everyone, congrats on your win. Thank you, Crazy. Appreciate you dropping in. What car do I have nowadays? I've got my Jeep Wrangler, which is like, I love camping in that vehicle. It's my favorite. I wound up selling the Vet though. I haven't said that yet, on stream or anywhere, but I did wind up selling it. Just didn't drive it enough. So wait, so Antvenom is not missing out. Wait, hold on. What did Void say? Oh yeah, the cape. The cape, you think it's permanent, so I'm not missing out. No, the cape that's being talked about is the Minecraft Experience cape, which is like, I think like an escape room thing that they set up, or it might be even more than that. It's, you know, it's an experience, but you get a cape for it. The Golf GTI was peak. That vehicle was so inconvenient for Maine though. It had sport tires on it. It was just like, I had no traction in the winter, and I almost got in a crash with that car. Cause like I was driving home. I was living in Jersey at the time, and I was driving from Maine down to Jersey. And as I'm driving through the back roads of Maine trying to get to the highway, I wound up having to take a right turn, and I slid throughout that right turn, and there was a car on the other the spot where I was doing the right turn, like a car waiting at that intersection, and my tail came within probably 6 inches of the tail of their car. So I started thinking about selling the GTI after that because, you know, I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. But no, now I've got a vehicle that's like totally good for all year round. Good for mudding, good for winter, good for whatever. All right, let's go ahead and let's go back to the VOD reviewing here. So, let's see. Sneak Snag is down because of Shadoune. CaptainSparklez is down because of that was Elena, right? That did that shot? Yeah, Elena did that shot. Impulse hit Shadoune, so it's 2-3. Can't believe I missed that shot, but Ghosty took down Impulse. So this is where we realize who the main character of this MCC is. It's 2-2. I've missed one shot. Ghosty's hit one. One miss coming up. And then we're put into this situation. Every single team whose dodge bolt I've watched collectively all pointed to the fact that like this could be the most epic 1v2 in history to just come down to this. And anyone who knew that Ghosty and Fire are a couple, like it was especially apparent then. Like it's hilarious. So Ghosty's got both arrows, no danger situation. She doesn't have to dodge right away. She just has to land 2 shots. Bang. Bang. Ghosty takes it home. Ghosty takes it home. Hang on. I gotta have my audio on for this one. So hang on. Let's go to full mix. Oh, there we go. Let's listen.
Yes. Good job.
Oh my god! Yo, Ghosty the goat!
Oh my god!
So good. If I had a soundboard moment to where it just could have been like I'm coming home, like a little snippet of that song, I totally would have used it because that was quite the moment. All right, now that we've gone over Dodge Bolt, I think I want to go through the games one by one. I'm not going to review every single game. Oh, an air horn? Yeah, no, we don't need to be trolling up the ears. Just like generate raw brown noise. Well, not brown noise, raw static and horrible noises into my team's earlobes right as we win MCC. All right. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get started here. So, okay. All right. Yeah. So that the audio is not all up in my ears, let's switch back to desktop audio and let's go over Sky Battle. Sky Battle was like, I would say, oddly unexceptional for how well we did. I think we just got a bit lucky. Like we didn't get cleaned early at any point. Nobody went after us, or not many went after us. And we wound up getting, I think we got to mid every time. And just the fact that alone occurred, like, and we didn't get like a 40th placement, you know, at any point. Yeah, you say it's a funky map. I like this map. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like a lot can occur within this outer ring. But if you don't get pinched in this outer ring, there's a good chance you'll make it to mid. So, let's go ahead and let's start actually a bit further back. So I have been practicing bridging a lot lately, right? And I actually felt like I was a little bit useful, but the bridging that I did was so incredibly safe. I was so happy to be put into this situation because I'm thinking to myself, right? Like we have high ground and I don't want to surrender the high ground in order to have to progress forward, right? Like if there was a team over there and they were to come after us, then, you know, it's not that we would be disadvantaged, but we will have surrendered an advantage in order to go into a fight. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'm fearing bridging, but this is over other land. So if I fall, it's not over. So I'm just like, all right, we need to get over. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, this is like simple stuff for S tier players. Like this is nothing impressive, but like I've never been that confident playing Sky Battle. So just the fact that I even had the opportunity to do this, it came in clutch a few times. Just being the guy to have the bridge built out. I guess, was there a scuff going on with a team right underneath us? Yeah. So Cyan and yellow fought underneath our spawn. I didn't even like really parse that until just this moment, but they fought under our spawn. So that would have been us if we had not gotten up in time. Well, actually, I don't know if this was our spawn, but it's where we eventually adjusted to. But we were not in danger of that. And I don't think they followed us in, because I don't think we ever had a team that was pushing us from the back. Or I think we had one once. Oh, this was hilarious. I don't know what. Feinberg levies up. I fall. Whatever. Feinberg, like, levies up. He could have... Dude could have punched me off the side of this so easily. He didn't go after me. I guess he wanted to go after everyone up top. Gets totally demolished by Ghosty. You saw him fall into the void there, and he was gone. This was the start of the tragedy of Feinberg in this MCC, because honestly, his story is a bit of a tragedy in this MCC. Even though he got second by 112 points versus first. It was a bit of a tragedy. IMHO, one of the most important solo factors for Sky Battle is having confidence. Yeah, and like, I wouldn't say I had high confidence, but I had higher than usual confidence. Oh, that was just the most... Grian, that was the most brilliant creeper placement I've ever seen. That was brilliant. If you don't place the creeper right next to someone, I mean... No flame. I mean, no flame. I'm just saying it was brilliant. It was brilliant. You know how blue lost out on first. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. I will absolutely be covering that, because I want to cover our team strategy during Railroad Rush, and I want to also talk about what happened to Feinberg's team. I mean, I know most people know it, but yeah, I still want to cover it regardless. So yeah. All right. Oh yeah. This is one of those moments, like, listening to it back. Hang on, let me like crank the volume here. Listen for blocks breaking. If I had been really keen to the moment, I would have heard this. Oh wait, no, actually I think it was a little earlier. So I blocked the way in. I didn't see that Shane was behind us. Yeah, bonk. I heard that bonk. And that was blocks being broken behind us. And if I had had a really keen ear, I would have heard that and turned around. That's going to be part of the overarching improving at PvP thing that I need to be doing. Is being aware of sounds like that. So yeah, didn't wind up hearing them. We wound up getting completely cleaned. And yeah, Shadoune down, CaptainSparklez down, me down. No surprise. But we still did good. I don't think we were particularly favored to do like extremely well in PvP, so the fact that we got a decisively top half finish in round 1 was really good, and that would be the worst that we would do in Sky Battle. So yeah, oh man, absolutely sick that he double levied through that. He didn't wind up taking home the win though. I think purple did, right? What happened here? Oh, he just wound up taking too much border damage. Not really much you can do there. Timed when you placed blocks. Yikes. I don't know what you mean. All right. But anyways, second round. Not, you know, I mean, as far as like the first half of each round is concerned, there wasn't a lot to really write home about. I was wicked happy that yellow didn't come after us here. They actually probably would have, I would imagine they would have taken us, but you know, we were strong enough. And this time we would have seen them coming. So there's the potential that, you know, they could have lost a member or two and they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to take that risk. Like, not with Shadoune being up. And FireBreathMan knows that Ghosty has been improving a lot because there are a couple. And yeah, so obviously, oh God. So Green was running away, almost fell. Who was that? That was Smallishbeans with the sick levy. That was good. So we had a little bit of a fight going on here, but I don't think they didn't want to push. They just wanted to keep moving along. Wound up like donating basically all of my arrows. We didn't really have many arrows to start off with, but it's like that's just how it be sometimes. I could see it from... Okay, I could never see this map being on MCCI. I could see it from the aspect of the amount of chests and levies already in the game. It fits the style of map a bit already. Maybe. Maybe. I think the fact that there's no, like, middle ring, or not middle ring, but, like, a ring in between mid and the outside might be a little bit problematic there. When you placed your blocks, he broke his blocks. Oh, wait, yeah, what did happen there? I think they... Yeah, no, Smallishbeans levied across the gap. So they were building from the top, and, yeah, Smallishbeans levied across the gap. So he must have, like, fallen or something, or whatever, or got up late. They wall themselves in, so we have to bridge across. This is where I'm, like, scared. Like, I don't want to speed bridge across this. I don't have the confidence to do it, and if I don't, you don't want to be taking that kind of a risk. I might have the confidence now to do it, but I think it would just be silly. It's like, you know, if it's in the middle of, like, a scuff in mid or something, yeah, sure, do it, but if you don't have the confidence and it's still early game and you don't need to do it, then, like, just safe bridge across. It doesn't matter. Yo, what up, AJ? But anyway, so we get across at least. Shadoune took over the role of bridging on this one. Super happy with that. I accidentally kind of blocked Sparklez in here, but he didn't even really realize because he was looking down the whole time. Super happy I didn't die there. And here, like, I've learned just how decent the strategy is of just placing walls and trying to prevent rogue arrows from coming after you. Just making sure that you know, the areas where you could just be hit and from an area you don't realize, like, is covered up. Want to hear some jokes? If it we're in the middle of VOD reviewing, but you do you. Yeah. All right. So we had Cyan out behind us. I was happy to have a bunch of creeper eggs here and actually kind of know how to use them because it's going to come in handy here. If you told an orphan to rob a bank so that they would be what? Okay. What? That's my reaction to that. Oh, I had the sickest idea here, and if it had gone according to plan, this would have worked. Okay. I haven't had the chance to say this until now, but I had an idea here. This idea would have made clips channels everywhere if it had killed anyone, but it didn't. The idea was to punch this creeper off and have it land on the lower layer. Like, for the arc of the creeper to cause it to land on that lower layer. Actually land on the block. Look at how grouped up green. Is that lime? Lime or green? Yeah, that's green. Look at how grouped up they are down there. If that creeper had made the contact I would have wanted, they would have been dead if they didn't hit that creeper off of the map. Like, all three of them would have disappeared. Honestly, the better play would have been to mine up above them and place it. So it was a little bit of an over-engineered idea, but it had promise. It had promise. So yeah, my team's talking about wanting to take the blue path in. We got green team following underneath us. I think I don't know if they were, like, wanting to spleef us or whatever, but, like, green and yellow wound up getting into a fight here. Oh, wow. 2 of yellow went down there. And then 2 of green went down. And just people are just dying left and right, man. And then here, another safe bridge. Wasn't really necessary, though. I bridged, and then I came down later, and then I just got hit off. I used my keybind to get to my 9 slot to try and levy, but it occurred too late because I'm not seasoned enough at Sky Battle yet. Oh, starting to get a weird headache. Give me a second. But yeah, got 7th, keeping us in the top 4. Did good. Brutal lava. I mean, I like the mechanic of the lava being down there. It's cool. Any other, that levy is probably fine. No, I actually used the levy too late was the problem. I just swapped to it like a fraction of a second too late. The only problem with levies on the main MCC event is that they don't last as long. But I'm glad that they're a part of this event. I don't mind the evolution of, like, when I think of Sky Battle now, I think of MCCI because you can play it like 1,000 times a day, whereas you can only play this 3 times in any given event. So, you know, I'm kind of glad that there's, like, levies are becoming a part of Sky Battle on this because I've gotten used to using them on MCCI a little bit, but I don't know if, like, that's the majority opinion of other players because I heard some people who were not happy that that levies were a part of MCC. All right, so Another save. Oh, God, yeah. This was the one attempt that I made at fast bridging. And I'm like, nope, let's not do that. 'Tis a silly idea. I just decided to safe bridge across this gap. But I have gotten used enough to obstacles to know that, like, once I'm, like, 3 or 4 blocks away, turn around and just do that. And then I wanted to widen out the bridge for my teammates. Sparkles. Oh, yeah, we were being shot at from the side. Wasn't too big of a deal. I think that this is where I was like, okay, place 2 blocks wide, so if I get hit by an arrow. There we go. Yo, by the way, what up, Chelsea Marie? Thank you for the 3 months. Winner, winner, we have a sub. Yo. Oh, wait, that was 5 days ago. Oh, no. I got a sub. Never mind. That one was... I just heard the sub noise. Look, it's in the VOD. I heard the sub noise, but it's in the VOD. Oops. I'm not used to this streaming thing yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, oh, Ghosty the goat over here, by the way, taking over on bridging detail. Good job on that one. And it being like a really like good staircase that we can just go up. Boom, we're in mid. Easy. Glad that Ghosty did this. It will help later. Like quite a lot. Yo, who's live? Okay, that is ZFG. All right, got it. Just for missing that sub. All right, so yeah, I mean, as far as like actual PvP is concerned, I did not do. I did the most of what I did in this round. Again, I'm just glad that I know how to navigate around the map.
That's
okay.
Pretty neat.
Yo, that one's for real. Thank you, Crazy06, for the 4 months. Appreciate you. Now we got a sub for real. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So yeah, I mean, another situation where we got to mid. It was like really not that eventful of a sky battle for us. But let's see, let's tab forward. I think yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, we were in such a safe position. Other teams were coming up. You know, we were there early. So that's super good. Went after, at this point, started going after a few you know, creepers through the floor. Oh, Jordan nearly spleefed me. Yo, the edge. Thank you. He just says gaming. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, here. I hear... So, you know what's funny is I complained about almost being spleefed, and then I almost spleefed Jordan. Yeah, got a few creeper hits there. And that one ultimately led to me getting kill credit for Hannah's kill, which is super nice. And because I was patching up the area behind us, got to... I think purple were fighting down there or something, or they were escaping a fight. So they were already down a few players, and it was just easy cleaning for us. But yeah, I guess I killed Hannah. I'm not really sure how that happened. Oh, another opportunity for safe speed bridging. Yo, what up, Hugo? Another opportunity for safe speed bridging. This helped a lot because we were able to hold a high vantage point as Cyan was getting down under there, and they weren't really, I guess, paying attention to us too much. Yo, what? Yo. Yo, thank you, Edge, for gifting a tier 1 sub to Caps fan. I read that as CaptainSparklez fan, but it's just Capt Z fan. Yo, thank you. But yeah, the fact that I built that bridge out actually wound up coming in really well for us because it meant that when we were to go after Cyan, I think they might have been I don't know if they were expecting us on the lower layer or if they just weren't thinking about it. Cause like, if you're not super experienced at PvP, then it's all just kind of like a blur in the moment. And I totally get that. But, yeah, that one little speed bridge led to Shadoune and I being able to get the drop on Cyan, knock him off, got 2 kill credit. Then here.
That's pretty neat.
Yo, what up, Slackow? Thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, here I'm spacing. I don't know what's going on in this moment. I'm swinging at Ghosty Fruit. I'm basically dead in the brain at this point. I don't know where anyone is or what's going on. I take like 1 or 2 shots at Ghosty. It's just like, I don't know where anyone is. And I don't know what's going on. But they wound up taking it home, and we wound up getting first in our first game. Yo, a hype train has begun. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So that is Sky Battle, and we are 40 minutes into the stream, and we've only covered the first game. I need to start moving here. Moving. You got questionable? You got a question? You can feel free to ask away if you feel like. But yeah, so let's go ahead and let's move on to Parkour Warrior here. Parkour Warrior, there's really not a lot to say about. Kind of whole event around. Do I know how to chess? I know how to play it, but I don't know how to play it. Like, I don't play for ELO or anything like that. But, yeah. Main thing about Parkour Warrior, we're all pretty skilled parkour players. And the main thing about Parkour Warrior that's important is that everybody finishes. Preferably, everyone finishes with medium or better. What? Would you be interested in a tournament with people who don't know how to chess? You can email me if you feel like it, but I'm not gonna think about it right now. All right. Parkour Warrior. Oh, sorry for hitting the mic. Parkour Warrior. Pretty standard. There's not very much that I want to go over here. The beginning of this sucked for me. I didn't think to turn off my my sprint key like Sparklez did. At first I thought I could just run through it, but I guess you can't. So, like, I was immediately, like, super kind of nervous at this point. I'm like, all right, fine. Just slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And this was, like, by far the slowest moment that I had. All right. I got most of the beginning done here. I don't really need to cover too much of this. Oh, this was... I was one jump away from pulling this off. One jump away from pulling off this and the next hard section. But I didn't wind up getting this one. You can run through it. You just need the momentum. Yeah. And maybe, like, in the moment, I just didn't realize that. Because, like, I did try running through it once, but it didn't work. So I was like, all right, I'm in the moment. I didn't want to try that again. I didn't make this jump. I knew I was capable of it, but I hate jumps like this. I need to, like, have a setup for every, like, arrangement of this jump. So, like, whether I have to jump, you know, 3 blocks over and 1 or 2 blocks to the side or whatever, I need to have setups for this. Because, like, I didn't quite know how to do this. I was very close, but I fell just a little bit short. And it's like, at that point, I knew I wasn't going to get it. But that's fine. I was happy to give it so many attempts. MCCI's made you hate trapdoors. Yeah, I don't blame you whatsoever. So, let's go ahead and let's move forward here. So, yeah, this section, I mean, whatever. We're not here to talk about it. We're here to talk about this section. This section, I was so mad I did not get, because I've done Neo runs so many times on MCCI. I know the timing for when to run. You know, I get it. I kind of just freeball doing Neos. Like, I don't really, like, think about it overly. And, like, you see, I got that one there. And I think I was one jump, once, you know, I made it to this platform. And then fell short there twice. So I didn't wind up getting this one. Gave it a few more tries, but had to move on. With this one, okay, Jordan did as much of Parkour Warrior up to this point as I did. He was only like 10 seconds behind me. I wish that, like, I could have given him like a pep talk in the moment to yo, the edge. Yo. Thank you so much for gifting those 5 subs to Carsey, Echo, Hyper Appeal, and Dark Camp. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams, enjoying it however you enjoy it to gift me subs. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Edge. So, yeah, I wish I could have given Jordan a little bit of a pep talk here and said, Jordan, you really should try this side path and not go back until there's like 2.5 minutes left. But, like, at the same time, I think he finished with like 45 seconds to go. Or no, he finished with a minute to go, I think. I finished with a minute and a half to go, but he finished with 1 minute to go. But he just doesn't have enough confidence in his movement to, like for me, the medium ending on this is like, I could do it in my sleep. But he's not quite there. He just wanted to finish. But I was confident, even though there are 3.5 minutes to go, that's like, I can finish at least these first 2. And I was happy to see the side path, the stage that was at the very end of this, because I knew I couldn't do it. And I was like, all right, good. Oh, this. This I'm not super fast at, but I have honed a technique over time for this where I'm not afraid to jump backwards as long as it's going to keep me in the pattern. It gives me time to pause. So I fall on this first one. Yep. Fall here. And then I'm like, all right, just get the pattern, get the pattern, get the pattern. See, I jumped backwards there as I formulated my next move. Didn't know where to go. Knew to jump there. It's fine. Most important thing in Parkour Warrior is getting things on your first try if you can control it. Yo, what up, A244844? We're doing good. We're just VOD reviewing Sands of Time. Or not. Wow, brain went Sands of Time. We're VOD reviewing MCC. We'll eventually get to Sands of Time. Like 3 hours from now, apparently. If you stand between the two sections, can you not fall? I'm not sure what you mean. Exactly what section you mean. If you mean on the previous section, where it's like the green glass, there's tech for it. I just didn't know it. I know it now, but I didn't know it then. But yeah. Honestly, if I were smart, right about here, I would have peeked over to see what the medium ending was. And as soon as I would have seen it was clock plus iron point, I would have tried salmon ladders on this. But I've got a problem with salmon ladders, actually. I've got Minecraft open right now. I'm going to go ahead and close it. And hang on, let me drop out of center capture here. Because I need to open up Minecraft. But I need to open up a different version. I need to open up the MCC version. Okay. If it comes up, it comes up. And yeah. The alternating diorite and stone one. Oh yeah, if you stand in between them, you won't jump off. But I don't trust it. On MCCI, I've had situations occur before where one drops out, then there's a frame gap, then the next one shows up. So it's like pop 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 pop. And in my mind, it's like I had that in my mind whenever I do that one. So I prefer to jump in between them. Yeah. So I just don't want to. I don't want to worry about it. But yeah, I want to show you all something on salmon ladders. I've got a problem with salmon ladders. I don't know if it's because I'm old or it's because I'm psyching myself out. I think it's like 75% psyching myself out. But, let's go ahead and let's go on to the old training server here. I want to show you all something on Parkour Warrior here. I've got a problem. All right, let's run over to Parkour Warrior here. I need to go full screen. Sure I don't lag. All right, we're going to skip straight to the end here. Oh, I need to actually turn off FOVFX. FOVFX off. I only do that with Ace Race. Actually, speaking of which, I need to check. Oh, God. I need to check with this MCC VOD to see if I had FOVFX on. I don't think I did. All right, casual mode. There we go. I've got a problem with salmon ladders here. It's a physical joint issue. I wish I had the hand cam right now, but like my hand needs to be kind of like this, right? Where this finger is on W and this is on space. I've got this weird issue where my muscles are binding up and it's like I can physically move like my hand, no problem, but it's as if my hand and my brain disconnect and I can't like send the signal to press down the W key and then spacebar at the same time. It's like I feel a physical lockup in my joints. Hang on. All right. Okay. Yeah. People confuse me. But yeah. So I'll try. Oh, hang on. I'll try this out now. Let's just say sprint is toggled. So like as I do this for the first time today, it's like, oh, see, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's as if I lose sensation in my fingers. I mean, I can still feel them, but like it's like I can't control the dual movement. I can press W, but like it's just so strange. I don't know how to describe it. So if I had approached salmon ladders on during MCC, I would have encountered this problem. But I have found a sort of way to mitigate it, but I have to like wiggle my fingers back and forth and then do it. Like, so it's like, rather than going, ba-ba, you know, W spacebar, W spacebar. I wiggle my fingers and then do W spacebar because it kind of mitigates that problem. It's so weird. I don't know if any of you have ever had an issue like that with parkouring before when you need to do like precise movements, but like, okay. Hang on. Okay. But yeah, it's a super weird problem. But what's weird is when I'm just like parkouring along and holding W, like hitting spacebar, I don't feel it at all. Or when I need to like transition from not pressing W to pressing W and spacebar, I don't feel it at all. I only feel it on salmon ladders now, and it's just super weird. So like, I think at some point I do want to actually learn a different strat for this. You know, like more of a rushing strat. I don't want to learn the strat where like you crouch off the edge here. Maybe I could, oh God. No way, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, you have like 1 tick to get a W spacebar pressed down. Maybe I could do like this. No, okay. You can't inventory jam this either. Like, which is unfortunate. You can't like come to the front. Nope, doesn't work. Are you doing it at the same time or there's a small gap? It's like, papa. So the strategy that I formed for salmon ladders is basically like, you see how you've got about this much gap. Well, whenever there's a wall behind me, I back up to the wall and then I go that. But whenever there's no wall behind me, I just press W for a bit, like until I feel it out. Like I basically try and feel out this distance, but instead I just kind of do this and it works really well. So it's like, and then, but I can feel my joints, like something's wrong here. Something's wrong in my hand. Okay. So it's like wiggle. But if I wiggle my hand, it does mitigate it. I can get the movement down, but I have to do it so slow. And it feels like during like Parkour Warrior and MCC, it's like, it's just not going to be worth it unless I like first try it every time. So it's like, okay. But anyways, that's the problem that I'm having right now. It's a very weird problem. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to wind up doing parkour or wind up doing salmon ladders and MCC, even if I had 4 minutes, unless I overcome that issue. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be doing it today, but I do think that at some point I want to try and practice getting like, you know, like being able to just do it like fast. Like, you know, like basically like, I don't know how I'm going to handle that one where I have to turn to the right. I can kind of do it. Like, as you can see, I think with enough practice, okay, that was a lag spike. I think with enough practice, I could do it. But like, I don't know. Yeah, right now I'm still not all that accurate. Anyways, yeah, let's go back to the VOD reviewing, shall we? So that's the issue that I'm having with Parkour Warrior right now. But anyways, we wound up doing a pretty standard all medium finish. I'm glad Sparklez didn't have any issues. He's skilled enough, but he was still nervous, I could tell. But like, yeah, Crazy Clock, seen it 1,000 times in MCCI, didn't have a problem with it. And Iron Point is, to me, the literal easiest of like the parkour that some people would consider hard. To me, this is just nothing. It's like, whatever, you know, set up in the right position, bang, bang. It's a very lenient jump. As long as like you jump a little wide, it's fine. No problem. 1.5 minutes left. This is why I wish I had looked over, tried salmon ladders once, and then come back here when there was only like 1 minute left. Because like I did this in 30 seconds. So this wasn't a problem. All right. So that is Parkour Warrior. Not really a whole lot to talk about there. I do, however, have a lot to talk about for the next game. Excuse me. Your muscle memory is messed up for this parkour course specifically. You mean on salmon ladders? It's not muscle memory. It's just a literal muscle problem. I have the timing. Like the W spacebar timing. It's just that there's a physical joint, like it's like my joint physically locks up. And like the only way to mitigate it is to wiggle my fingers, but it's like it's leading to very slow salmon ladders. So I really want to learn the fast method, because then you're holding down W. Holding down W and pressing spacebar is not a problem I have. It's just that do movement. All right. Railroad Rush. Very happy with how this went. Very happy. Could have gone a little bit better, but I'm very happy with how it went. So, got Decision Dome. Let's just skip forward here. Let's see. So, I had a strategy in mind for this. It wasn't like a strategy so much as like a code of conduct. Like, basically, don't do the thing that screws it up for all of us and makes us have to panic. Just don't do that. So actually, let me go ahead and let me swap to the full mix here. You'll hear what I say. I have this all in mind. I'm still trying to be... Hang on. Hang on. Let's... Oh, that was Hannah's. Okay.
Oh,
Just,
okay, it's definitely Railroad. I don't
Yeah.
think Mega Chicken counts for that
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Oh, a lot
Yeah,
of
Mega
counts
Chicken's
for
not
the
enough
last
in there.
second.
Okay, Antvenom, you wanted to say
How much
things
did the
up.
Mega... How much did the... Oh, yeah. Shadoune is saying, like, you wanted to talk, but I'm still being polite, saying, like, wait, was it me?
But Railroad Rush.
So, wait, who... Yeah, me or Ghosty?
You.
Okay,
You.
so yeah, just I've been trying. This is so weird to point out, but like I have been trying to really build the muscle, the mental muscle to not talk over people, to not be that guy. That's the one thing that objectively people would usually point out is a problem with my personality that I actually like agree with. So yeah. Anyways, whatever. But I had a strategy in mind. Let's hear it out. What I wanted to say is that one of the worst things we can allow to have happen is allowing our bridge to blow up at bad timing. So when we're placing a bridge over the water, you don't want the railroad to connect to that spot over the water while we're building it. You want the whole bridge to be done. Same thing applies if we decide to start building over a cobblestone wall, because if you let it explode on the cobblestone wall, it just becomes a big headache.
Yeah.
So like when we
build from the far side to
Jordan saying building from the far side here technically would have worked, but in my mind I'm like, no, don't worry about that. Keep the beginning disconnected, then you can build the whole next section, inspect it, be sure it's ready, connect it. And like I mean, the worst thing that could happen is that you miss like a single cycle, which can be a bit detrimental if it happens. But yeah, my idea was build out the whole thing minus like 3 blocks and just be sure it's ready to go. No, what I'm saying is don't connect it at the beginning of a new segment if that segment is a danger segment. I was happy that like whenever I'm speaking, I'm just kind of, you know, improving off the cuff, but I'm glad I said danger segment. It gave them like a way to wrap their head around like what I meant. It's like, think of each section as like a section. If it's a danger segment, treat it as such. Leave the first few blocks before that segment free. When we're done with the whole segment, connect it and it'll just... You know, it'll go all the way. Make sure that we have enough powered rails to handle it too, because then it can still explode.
Okay.
You know. So yeah. Oh crap! I hit up. Okay, I muted it. Good.
Okay,
So yeah. Was super happy with how this went down. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swap the audio back. There we go. So yeah, I was super happy with how this went. We got this first area connected really fast. I was happy to do that. Because this is like an underrated like check that you need to keep in mind. Like, because if this doesn't like look, that TNT is coming right away. If you miss it, you do have to wait another cycle. Admittedly, it's only a few seconds, but like that might be a 10-second difference. So connecting this right away is pretty important. Glad that happened. You know, we were able to get into the room right away. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even realize on the very top right that it says like it has a note for the minecart track itself. And says like how many meters along it is or whatever. But anyways, so my instruction to them during this game was we wanted to collectively have about a dozen total blocks. I think each and every one of them took that as get a dozen blocks for yourself. So we had like 30 blocks to go around. And this was ultimately the railroad rush that had like the least amount of needing to go over water as is needed. So we had a lot of spare blocks. It came in clutch at the very end. It did come in clutch at the very end. It shows how far your minecart is along with how long until it spawns, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's how far it is along because it's counting down, right? I think it is actually able to count the amount of minecart rails that are ahead of it and how long it's going to be until it explodes at the end of it. Because, like, look, you see how it's going down, right? It goes bing, 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 bing. And then it starts slowing down as I'm placing these. So I think it's how far away it is from blowing up. But then I'm not sure. I think so. I could just be wrong. I just could flat out be wrong on that. But yeah, I was super happy here that I sort of took command with the idea of using dynamite here. But dynamite is way more needed elsewhere. And we're going to actually be getting into that with our first clip, our first of 2 clips that we're going to watch of Feinberg's perspective. Because Feinberg changed the meta. This hasn't been talked about too much, but any team who doesn't attempt this on the next Railroad Rush are dinosaurs. Like, the fact that he tried it and pulled it off, it's going to require a whole different level of discussion with Railroad Rush. So here we go. Let's go and let's check this out. We've got 43 seconds. We're on Feinberg's perspective, right? Let me shrink this a little. Maybe not that much. Let's do that. I just don't want my chat to be too much in the way of, like, you know, the overlay of his chat. That's fine. That'll work. So they get in right away. So he immediately gets this gold, and he pulls off one of the most pro gamer moves. To me, this is really what showed the value of dynamite. Different POV jump scare. Yeah, I don't have everything ready, but I have a lot ready. So he's got 15 gold, and dynamite costs 3. He buys nothing but dynamite for this, and he changed the game with what he's about to do. So he bought 4, and then he's like, whatever. Wait, how did he get 6? Oh, he had 1. Okay. So, yeah, the fact that that's a thing that when you place, if you hear him, when you place down dynamite and it blows up gold, that gold is auto in your inventory, meaning you can just whip around the map with dynamite. And if you can move efficiently, this got added for the second Railroad Rush. Yeah, well, when you say it got added, do you mean the cost being down? Because I was there for the first Railroad Rush, and then for the second one where they made it cheaper. I do remember that, but people weren't taking it too seriously. But I'm taking dynamite seriously after this. Dude's got 7. The auto collector was added after the second one, so it was. So if they make it so that dynamite explosions don't auto collect the gold, that will nerf the heck out of this strategy. If they do that, if they don't do that, dynamite will remain dominant in the next game. Unless they make it more expensive. But even if it's worth 4 gold, I still think it's worth taking 3 or 4 of them. Like, you know, because what? It would cost 16 gold to buy 4 of them. Let's see where he gets gold-wise with his 7 dynamite. Because, like, think about this. If you spend 50... Like, he spent, what? 18 gold. He spent 18. He has 21 gold worth of dynamite right now, right? On average, you're going to get about 30 to 60, let's just say 30 to 70 gold on any given gold rush. But if you're able to get more gold than you spend when you use dynamite, so like if you spend, let's just say 21 on 7 dynamite, but you get more than 21 above the 70 margin, it's worth it. So basically, you like from this point on, when you do Railroad Rush, you want anyone on your team who is a solid movement player who understands how to use an elytra, understands that when you hit the lava on this and you immediately press space, you're in elytra flight with speed. If you can dart around the map to all the really solid gold spots, like, you know, that left island right now, prime for the pickings, the one that's to the far left. If he had immediately gone there, maybe he did. No, he didn't. But look at that. Look at all that free gold. You land there and you pop down 3 dynamite in 2 seconds. Like, check this out. Let's count it up per dynamite. Per dynamite. Remember, each dynamite is worth 3 gold. So you need to exceed 3 gold per dynamite in order for it to be worth it. But ideally, you want to get a lot more than that. Let's watch. So I think a few of the placements that he did were subpar. I think that really needs to be ironed out in Rocket Spleef Rush. So he gets one, boom, 11. That one was subpar. It wasn't subpar? Wait. How is it? It looked so subpar. Let's, so he places one there. This one looks so, oh, it's a circular radius, and he did actually plan for it to hit both, and it did. He must have known that. He must have known that. Because he went up to 36. He got 20 gold for one dynamite. One. You got 20. I think it was what, 25? Hang on. Let's check this out. He gets 11. 25. And then he does this, trying to find a better spot. Let's see how that one works out. That was only 11. So if you find a spot where, like, within a 4-block radius, I think it's probably a 4-block radius. If within a 4-block radius, it will hit two sets, then go for it. Because this proved it. He probably got so much of that gold. But then he tried this, and this is clearly a loner segment. He only got 11. He got what? 11 out of that? Hang on. So 11, 25. I kind of want to write this out here. 11, 25. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Cool. I was just I typed into my browser and I was like, wait a minute. I just typed something in and it showed up in the address bar and I saw a city name and I was like, oh my God. It was for a town that's not in the same state as me. I got so scared for a second. Oh my God, bro. All right, let's not type that into that window. Let me open up a new notepad here. Hang on. You got to think about these things as a streamer, right? I typed into my address bar. Don't do that. All right, let's go back to center monitor here. Okay, so hang on, we got to go back. All right. So let's count this up. I want to count this up on average, how well he did. So he got 11, then 25, brought him up to 36. So that means 36 to 45 is 9. So he didn't get many on that one, but still worth it, right? Then he finds an island all on his own. And he owns both of these spots. So he goes from, I don't want to lose track here. He goes from 45 to 55. So he gets 10. So he's at 55. Then he goes to 60. Not many. So he gets 5. And then he gets 14. And then he gets 13. So that was all 7 of his dynamite. So keep in mind, in order for it to be worth it, you need 3 on any given one of them. You need 3. He gets 11, 25, 9, 10, 5, 14, and 13. I think with enough refinement, get it? With enough refinement, you could get 20 per. And if you walk in there with 7 dynamite, you're walking out with 210, or no, wait, no, that 20 per, that you're walking out with 140 gold on your dynamite alone. So it's insane. It's insane. 87 gold off 21 gold, I think. So, not going to lie, there's no way admins are ever allowing this again. We'll see. We'll see. It's all about their, what they intend for this. Hang on, I got to adjust the camera. Maybe not that much. Probably about there, right? Right? Surely we're centered now. Okay. So, yeah. And then he has 39 more seconds to mine it manually. So, like, seriously, I think going in with 10 dynamite on every round past the first one is probably a good idea if you're a solid movement player. But the thing is, if everyone in your team, if everyone in the event does that, gold will run out before the gold rush is over. Just saying. Look at this. Like, hang on. I want to go back here for a second. I only ever want to go back by a few seconds, but I'm not able to go back by much. So, like, You see that platform that's down, that's just down and in front of him slightly to the right? See how there's 3 separate nodes there? Imagine what a dynamite placed directly in the middle of that, right next to that block that goes up by 1. Hang on. This one right here. This. Imagine placing a dynamite right there. I mean, you're talking like 30 gold potentially if those veins are deep enough. Like, yeah, this will change the meta forever. Absolutely forever. So he already has more gold than you usually get by mining with just a pickaxe, and he has 35 more seconds. And, you know, he's Feinberg, so of course he's going to mine fast. Like, so everyone at this point is like in the 30s. Bro is rocking 108. So yeah, if you want to dominate in Rocket Spleef Rush, this is the strat. And unless they nerf it, like, let's not make a big stink about this. Let's not post it on the subreddit. I want my team to have the strategy for next time. But yeah, dude walked out with 126. 126. It's not on the subreddit yet. I think it might have been discussed, but I don't think it's been discussed all that much. Should have had the whole team do this. They'd get like 500. Well, the thing is, he would need to have, I don't know how skilled everyone on his team is, but you would need to have the skilled movement players be the one to do it. And those who are skilled with movement understand exactly how to use the Elytra bounce mechanic, for example, right? So like, where did he use it? You need to know this mechanic. Otherwise, it's not super efficient. If you're just jumping around and you're half panicking with all of your jumps, like, you can't do that. Okay, I think, yeah, he had enough actual land to go over. But it was here. Yeah, it was here. Okay, it was right here. Okay, well, whatever. Let's... One moment. I'll show y'all. Bang. That one was shockingly good. I believe it was what? It was his best one? Yeah, 25. It was his best one. And then this. I don't think you should buy dynamite if you're not skilled enough to pull this off. Maybe like 1 or 2. If you're a more newbie player and you want to get like a nice initial surge, buying like 3 is probably a good idea. But unless you're like a super overpowered movement player and you know how to do stuff like this, then it's probably not worth... Well, maybe it is still worth buying 5 because you just don't want to use it if there's not much gold there. You want to use it at the very beginning of these phases. You know, where there's gold plentifully and everywhere. So yeah, that's the overpowered strategy in Rocket Spleef Rush. Oh, but we can't talk about Feinberg in Railroad Rush without talking about the saddest thing to probably ever occur during a Railroad Rush. So let's see how far they got. Let's see. They went right over this. So I'm going from the point of, this is where my team wound up stopping during our Railroad Rush, and we'll get there in a second. But I guess, see, good idea. Yeah, very good idea, Feinberg. He was just ready for this. This is exactly what I had in mind. This is, yeah, I was trying to do this. My team wanted to build off to the side here for the very end of our Railroad Rush. He had the same idea I did. What was that powered rail placement? He was just, he didn't have any regular rails left. So I mean, the rail will move along powered rails. And so he was like, you know, with 30 seconds to go, you know, you have to just kind of use what you have. And the most important thing is getting the minecart to the door. I mean, it's all, like, he had a few, but like, he probably waited out in real time. Like, he's just like, whatever, I'll use these extras that I have, doesn't matter. This strategy of, like, if the minecart is falling and you think it might overshoot, having a wall be in the way is such a nice strat. Yeah, no, what you were talking about earlier when he placed like 4 in a row. Same thing. He realized in the moment that he had way too many powered ones versus his unpowered ones. And he just... The thing is, too, unpowered ones can turn. He was building a straight line. So he probably did the analysis in his head on that. Yo, what up, Tembe? Oh, my. And he got 2 more rails off. Little did they know it wouldn't matter. Bro. There we go. Time to talk about the rail fixer. So, you can't see it so much in this point of view. But there's this thing called the rail fixer where the game pre-calculates the route where the minecart is going to go and replaces the block underneath it with a block of your team's color, right? Cranked the glob. Mm-hmm. And it's worth doing that every single round because every time you can get more gold than you would have gotten otherwise, it's worth it. Halloween genuinely ruined their first place. Yeah, the fact that this is mud, we're about to get to it. It's literally about to happen. It's about to happen here. I feel for I feel for Cub fans so much. Cub fans saw the problem ahead of time. So I think y'all may have heard about this, but so the rail fixer is what I just described before, where blue blocks get placed underneath your minecart track as it goes along, kind of gets pre-calculated ahead of time. And you can even tell there's no blue on the blocks ahead of them. So what happened is that when a minecart, hang on, I'll go to full cam for this. Hang on, well, I don't know why the center monitor disappeared. So what happened, whatever, is when a minecart, I've got this thing here. When the minecart is going along the top here, when it falls off the edge, when like it goes, you know, do I have an object here with which to show? Yeah, an AirPods case. When it goes off of the edge, it starts to get airborne when it goes off of that rail, right? The point where it goes airborne is actually slightly before or right exactly where the block ends, but because it goes airborne, but part of the minecart is still over the block. When it goes over mud, which is less, oh, you got to draw it in paint. Oh my God. I don't have a paint setup for this. Well, maybe for future streams. When it goes off of this and starts to fall, because the mud is less than 1 full block height, it clears the block and sails like really, really far, like, but the block fixer changed this edge block to a solid full height block. The minecart skidded on it a little bit and instead just went, didn't go anywhere. It flew like 1 full block length less than it would have otherwise. So that destroyed blue team. In real time, I knew that something happened because I saw that they hit 3 checkpoints and then they did not come in first. And they were the only team to get 3 checkpoints. It was the most bizarre thing. Yeah. So it's the only reason we won and didn't come in second. We would have come in second otherwise. I feel for them so much. So let's go ahead and let's see where I wound up. So yeah, my general advice was don't let things explode over the cobblestone walls. And we all just kind of like pitched in a little bit. We all just like, we were just like, okay, let's just all do a little bit of everything. Yo, Z, what's up? I heard. I will check that out in a sec, but I can't show it on stream for obvious reasons. Also, you need to be VIP'd. VIP artist. Y'all will find out why soon. But yeah, so we're mining, we're crafting, we're doing the thing. Let's go and let's go all the way to the end here. How much time? 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, a minute. So yeah, they all had like way more blocks than most of us. Wait, did they remove the mud and then place these blocks down? Why are these blocks already blue? I don't... Oh, maybe the rail fixer does that in real time. Maybe. I don't know though. But anyways, yeah. Let's see here. We get to the last 30 seconds.
That's pretty neat.
Yo, thank you, Oatmeal.
24.
Yo, Oatmeal with the 2 years. Do I have a thing on my soundboard for this? I don't. I have a laugh track. I don't have clapping. I probably should have clapping. Yay. Sorry if I blew out your headphones with that one. The rail fixer goes by after each checkpoint is reached. Ah, got it. All right, so let's, yeah, so I had the same idea that Feinberg had here for us to build over this wall. I didn't communicate with my team fast enough that I had this ready. Oh my God, I'm still using my scroll wheel. So they go to the side. Sparkles is I'm surprised Sparkles didn't build over the wall, man. Come on, man. Could have went straight. We fought with this for a little bit. But I gotta point out a fat ghosty W here. Like, yeah, it exploded there. This is an exact like short showcase as to why you don't want to be building, you know, where blocks may get exploded. But Ghosty pulled a Giga W here. We only had up to that, what was that powered segment? No, not even. We had up to the turn. And Ghosty pulled a W. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks, I think. At least 8, if not 9 blocks. I want to show you the margin of victory here. Okay, I was disconnecting here. That's an issue that we can talk about later. So, we get to here, right? Look at how many the team in 4th got. Look at how many we got. Yeah. 4th place got 301 blocks. We got 306. We won by 3 blocks. 3 blocks. Because Ghosty laid that down. We would have come in a decisive 4th place had it not been for that. We bagged, yeah, 500 coins because of a brief moment in time. A very brief moment in time. Well, actually, we would have gotten, like, right around 1,900 points. So we bagged about 300 points for that. But still, 300 coins getting bagged just like that for that one maneuver. So that was sick. All right, let's go ahead and let's exit out of this note. Actually, you know what? No, maybe I'll need a notepad for more notes. So yeah, we were clearly very excited at this point. Yeah. For the next game, Rockets Plea Frush. I don't really have much to. No, yeah, Rockets Plea Frush. RSR. I keep getting RRR and RSR confused in my head here. But new settled video. I gotta check that out. Yeah. Battle Box, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Rockets Plea Frush, there's not a whole lot to talk about except for the fact that I probably lost top 10 placement because I disconnected during round 3. I was doing really well here. There's 20 players remaining. Let's just, you know, quickly watch over this. I've become way more confident with this game ever since it got introduced on MCCI and I was able to perfectly practice the mechanics. I was notoriously very bad at this game, but I've not had a really solid placement in an event yet with this game. Here I was starting off on pretty strong footing. So, yeah, I mean, we live. I'm also really confident on landing on like two block segments, and that came in handy here too. Phils is probably the one person who would destroy that strategy for me because Phils is the kind of person to target to see that someone is going after like a 2-block landing pad and totally annihilate them when they do it. So, yeah, let's see. Where do I land? Yeah, that one right there. That's my landing spot. I don't know how, like, dude, when you parkour and you land on the edge of a block while shifting and you fall off anyways, I don't get why that doesn't happen here. I guess when you transition from electroflight to walking, special checks get done and you don't fall off of things so easily. But, yeah, in the top 10, I think I had to land one more time. And you know what? No problem, bud. No problem. I was standing there for too long. I easily could have gotten killed. But yeah, this got me a what was it? 5th or 6th? I think it was 6th. Maybe it was 5th. I don't remember. But all right, let's yeah, I got 5th for that. So that's cool. Hang on one second. I got Steam notifications coming on, and I want to exit Steam. And I'm glad that I waited too, because it went full screen. Didn't want that to happen. Okay. Normally when it happens, you're airborne for a second, right? When what happens? Like when you wind up falling off the edge of a block during parkour, or what? I don't know. I know what happens during parkour. I think the transition from electroflight to walking causes special checks to occur, and that's why you don't wind up falling off. Even when sneaking off of something, you're airborne for a sec. I don't really know how the mechanic of that messing up works. But yeah, so I didn't do too well here. I got 28th and let's take a look at my death here. This was a bit of a silly death, I think. Hang on. Yeah, it was right here. I think I got hit actually. Yeah, I got hit, wasn't able to make it there, so I was targeted. Was that Feinberg? I think it might have been. No, it was false symmetry. Unless she's the one who got the last hit on me. So yeah, that was kind of a derp. Something I need to keep in mind for next time is whenever I'm flying to maybe make sure I'm above, like especially in that area, that I'm above something and that I can get to something. I was relying way too much on the platform that I was going to, and it just didn't work out. And then the disconnect. This was such sad times. So like the rush map, this one is my specialty. It has been my specialty, always has been my specialty. With new scoring, I'm pretty sure going for kills is actually worth it now, especially if you see a place to mess someone up and get kill credit. Absolutely. Kill credit is 100% worth it. I reserve going for kills to be for the end, because I don't really think that I stand much of a chance of killing anybody, you know, in situations like this, where there's a lot of landing platform. I reserve it to where things are starting to get scarce. I just wasn't able to act on it this time around. But yeah, going for kills is absolutely worth it. So yeah, there were still 39 people alive when I disconnected. Myself and FireBreathMan both got disconnected here. It was due to an internet router issue. Not like my internet router, but like a router on the routing of the internet that both my traffic and FireBreathMan's traffic took on our way to MCC servers. Something got messed up. And we wound up getting disconnected. We were given an alternate IP to reconnect to, and we didn't have any issues after that point. So, yeah, we wound up getting totally destroyed here. I'm glad that I somehow got 35th instead of 39th. So I survived 4 other people. But anyways, that... I don't know what the exact point differential would have been between getting top 10 in this round and 35th. But I think it would have been over 100 points. You know, let's go to the end here. Let's see how Shadoune did. I don't think I would have done as well as Shadoune, but maybe as well as Ghosty. Okay, let's go to the end. And I want to see the points as they roll in. We won anyways. Shadoune got 800 points. Sparklez 270, me 194. I think I would have come in second place decisively if I had gotten the result that I expected, which would have been top 10. And therefore, I would have got an extra 100 points, and I was less than 100 coins off from a top 10 placement in the whole event. So I lost top 10 to that, which makes, like, I still got my best placement ever. So it's like, it's nice that that occurred, but it's a little bit bittersweet. I would have loved to have seen myself on that drag strip podium at the end. First map change where everyone is flying over. Would you like for me to check it? I'm looking up. I don't see you talking about it. Oh, with new scoring, going for kills. Yeah, I mean, you can check it if you want, but like, I know that kills are worth it. I didn't want to go for any. Yo, too much mod review, not enough resetting, and beaches and shipwrecks get on the grind. We will hear in a moment. We're actually skipping over the next 2 games. I had a lot to talk about. The next game was Battle Box. I pissed off Green Team. I apologize for that. But my inner MCCI came out. I got to actually find the moment where that happened. Dude, we got to check out some of these chat messages, man. Yeah, Mice, you got to kind of be here for this. If you're here for this. Let's scroll down my chat so chat on in the VOD is visible. So I think it was after what was it after round 3? No, it's probably after round 4. where we're up against green. Green, let's go. Oh, wait, no. It was up against yellow. That means we went up against them early, right? No, we didn't, because we didn't lose. It would have been... This was cyan. This was yellow. It would have been then round 5, I guess. Oh, God, the hate came in fast. Okay, so what is this? Yeah, green. So this is where we're going up against green. You would have gotten 309 coins in Rocket Spleef Rush if you had gotten 10th in round 3. So, which would have been an additional 100 and like 15 or something like that. So yes, exactly the amount I would have needed. Thank you, Nitro, for checking that. I appreciate that. So yeah, I channeled my inner MCCI because I'm a bit of a troll. It's just kind of how I am. And we had just won our first 4 games, and I was obviously very excited. Was I a little bit salty? Does that face say a little bit salty? Yeah, I think I've admitted in some places that I wasn't salty. Maybe I was a little bit salty, but I wasn't trying to hurt their morale with what I just did. So I say, imagine wool rushing. And then I'm like, who are we up against? Green wool rushes. Totally something I would do on MCCI. I don't think I would say it 4 times because there's not as many, you know, whatever. But I say green wool rushes. I guess they got kind of upset about that. They were trying to win 9 games, and I think they won all 5 of their first ones by wool rushing. But yeah, I called it out. The hate that comes through. You'll be able to see it in chat. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Boo. Okay. Boo-hoo. Can't even enjoy some fun. Absolute scum for that. Horrific sportsmanship. Lame. Boo. Narc. Asshole. I had like 2 or 3 people stick around throughout the whole stream just dissing me with every game that we played after this. There was, I think it came up a lot after this. Rush. Like there's some, you suck, snitch. Snitch. They reported me, I guess. Cringe, snitch. I think people calling me snitch or cringe is fine. That part's fine. You can call it snitch. You can call it cringe. That's fine. But, yeah, people went hard. That wasn't nice. Yikes. Let's see. I think yes, people calling me a sore loser and immature. It's like, whatever. Sour, snitch, sore loser, pathetic. And then there was a few who stuck around throughout the event who were like, you don't deserve to win. You don't deserve anything. You know, it was whatever. We won the event. Hard to be mad. It's all the attention I'm going to give it. I've since apologized to 2 members on the on green for souring the mood. I don't apologize for being a bit fanatic and being a bit energetic, but the fact that ultimately manifested into them having a bad time during Battle Box, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's move on from here, though. It ruined their game, but it's not that deep. It's video games. And I thought I was just having fun. Another team might have taken that a completely different way. But Green had some very passionate viewers. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's bingo but fast. Probably a game where the haters were happy to join in to watch me suffer, because I did not do too well with this. I don't do well with bingo but fast. Also, I wasn't showing the bingo card. I didn't quite process that the top left of the screen had the bingo card in it. That was new to me. But long story short, there were a few individual items on this list that I was happy with going with. I was glad to find an Enderman right away. Glad that the Enderman also was nice enough to drop a pearl. So I knew that I could go for that right away. We're going to kind of skip through this here, though. I went for the bone blocks because I was surprised that our team didn't have it yet. And I knew, you know, it's like that's just flying around and finding them. So that was whatever. It was somehow my best individual bingo performance, even though I hardly knew what I was doing the whole time. But yeah, let's see here. So for here, at this point, I think I was just looking for a, see, there was a bastion here. I should have noted that location and told my team where it was. I was looking for a nether fortress. And this nether fortress had no spawners. I think that might have just been because someone might have already been there and destroyed them. But there was no even rogue blazes anywhere. Yo, thank you, Speezy. Appreciate it. But yeah, Sparkles clutches up, tells me where this is, and I get some blaze power, get that done. And we were second to get that one, so that's worth, like, how many points is that worth? We go from 575 to 675, so I guess it's worth 100. And then we go from 675 to 800, so I guess, did we get something first? Where's the next one? Yeah, okay, so it's worth 125 to get something first. So that was still solid to like, the fact that I got that pearl, clutch enough, still 100 points. And then from here, I pulled a bit of a derp. Question for those of you who are knowledgeable. Can you get netherite? Can you get what? It's not netherite scraps, but geez, what is the actual block called? The block that makes netherite scraps. I'm sorry that I'm blanking on the name. Can you get that both high and low in the nether, or is it just low? I thought you could get it super high. Ancient debris, thank you. I thought you could get it super high in the nether. That's why I was like creating a landing spot so that I could. Oh god, and I wasted a. You believe it's both, but it's much rarer. You can, but it's super rare high up. Got it. So I was going for the less optimal strat. Then I asked my team, where do I get these things from? Decide to, you know, start building down. I think I teleport to Sparkles. I don't know how low. Oh, yeah, he was low. But yeah, doing a lot of useless flying around here. Not really my best. And then eventually I was like, all right, I'm going to go for, it was a requirement to get an ancient debris, and we hadn't done that yet. So I decided to, what was it? Where did I go? Where did I... Oh, yeah. Here's where I decided to start mining for it. And again, I didn't get it. So eventually I realized, like, oh, crap, I'm going to the wrong spot. So I'm like, all right, how can I get down deep as quickly as I can? I don't know why that didn't mine up so quickly. And I check my height. I think I asked chat what the Y level was. It was either chat or it was them. I think actually it might have been them. But here I'm like, all right, if there's any one thing that I can do, it's try and find this ancient debris, because nobody had it, and nobody was claiming to be going after it. I'm like, I've watched Feinberg do enough AA speedruns to get the gist of how rare it is and how you can find it. I didn't have any TNT or anything, but I'm like, I get how rare it is. I bet I can find some. And I was happy that I did. I think I was searching on Y level 15. But eventually I did find some, and I even had Blackstone. I was so not knowledgeable with 1.60 mechanics that I didn't realize that Blackstone could craft a furnace. That's how out of the knowledge base of this game that I've been. And then eventually I'm like, oh my god, this is not working out. I need to just start spam mining. So I did. Boom. Find one. Done. I think I started looking for more after this, because I was told I needed 4. Jordan was under the impression I needed 4, but he thought I needed a netherite ingot, not a netherite scrap. Which, yeah, you need 4 for. So, yeah. I don't know why I went after more of them. Didn't really need to. Eventually, I was glad he had sticks for me. Made the furnace. Got it done. I think we were second to get this, which is extremely surprising to me. But... yeah, if you had time to review the bingo card ahead of time, then it would be easy to delegate out tasks to people. But because we didn't, like, like, for me, you would delegate this task out to someone who doesn't quite know what they're doing. Which I realized quickly enough. It's like, all right, like, all you need to do is get down to Y level 15 and mine. We were, oh no, we were 6th to get that. So we got 62 coins, but it's still... I mean, 6 is 62 coins. That's actually still not bad. Means it's worth it to go after every item on the list. Was that another bingo? Oh, that was another, oh, the completion was 5 points, but the column was 62. Okay, got it. So many teams ignore tasks like this. Yeah, I mean, I was just doing what I could do. And then, yeah, I had nothing to really do. Feinberg getting... oh, Feinberg had the funniest clip in all of MCC with this one. I gotta go find it real quick. It was at the very end. Was it here? Dude's just flying around, right? They have 1 item left. You can see his because his face cam's on the right side. So you can see his bingo card. They have 1 item left. Light a nether portal. And he's just rushing around looking for it. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Hannah's reaction was so deadpan when this happened, because it happened against Hannah. Hannah was trying to light up a portal. He's just looking around as fast as he can, trying to find a portal. just looking to see what's out there. He was looking for a ruined portal. Bang. That was to complete the whole bingo card, too. That's what makes it so funny. Didn't know you streamed or streams? Yeah, every now and then I do. I don't stream that often, but I do kind of want to get into streaming more. But I always say that. So it's like, don't trust me until I wind up streaming regularly. I got to look at this again. We got to see this play out in real time. This whole thing. It's too funny. And they got 125 points. Yeah, 125 points for that. For completing it, they were 9th to do it. That only yielded them 5 points. But 62.5 for the row and the column. Look at his chat going absolutely berserk. Hang on, let's shrink the window a little bit. His chat's going nuts. Oh my god, 1,000 point gap. Yeah, so they made up a lot of ground with this. So that was bingo but fast. I think after this is game 7. It's Meltdown. I don't want to review it at all. I'm bad at it. I need to get better. We got pinched a lot. We took a 2,000 point lead and brought it down to a 300 point lead after this. We did not do well. I mean, okay, we did okay in the mid round, but we didn't get a lot of points. We didn't mine much. We didn't get many. We didn't get eliminations, so we didn't actually like walk away from this with many points. Yeah, 40th, 12th, 24th. We took, yeah, a 2,000 point lead and dropped it to actually a 200 point lead. We just needed to do good in Sands of Time, and I was fully confident that we would get there. I mean, at the end of the day, we had a 900 point differential between us and second place, but that's still not much. And Sands of Time can make that up if you have a bad Sands. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's review Sands of Time. There's not a whole lot that I want to review here other than the fact that I was generally pretty happy with how I did. I don't know, like... Oh, there's a few things that I want to go over. Oh, God, I've been talking way too much. I need to, like, get into speedrunning here soon so I don't have to talk so much. Because my voice is hurting right now. Okay. So, I didn't know it yet, because I wasn't thinking about it enough in the moment, but I had sort of self-assigned myself the role of not running a key. I mean, unless like I had found red key, or no, red key is in the word puzzle room. If I had found, no, blue key's under spawn. It was my role to find green key is pretty much it. Find green key and maybe go down gold vault. But, we got surprisingly lucky in this game. Like, surprisingly lucky because of something I did by accident. So, I pick up 2 rusty keys. I'm going to skip ahead here a little bit. This path, ultimately, was blue path. So, you know, I steal some of these coins. I didn't know it was blue path right away. Then I realized it's blue path. I'm aware enough to know that Shadoune was the one who picked up the key. So, I didn't realize it until I climbed up here. And then I'm like, oh, giant blue line. I didn't see it when I first entered the room. So I knew that was Shadoune. I knew this wasn't my tunnel. And I left. Let's see. I don't know why I took that. I should have just left that for Ghosty. But it's whatever. That I figured was completed because it was marked as such. Jordan went up that path. So I checked out this path. I verbally said something here. But it didn't wind up being remembered. But hang on. I'm going to swap to the full mix here.
No idea where it is.
Oh, gold path. The gold path is here. We have gold path.
Full, I have 17.
So I mark the path, but at the end of this Sands of Time, Jordan has like a minute where he has nothing to do, and he's like, does anyone know where there's a path? And I just don't say anything because I'm too tunnel visioned. I'm too in the moment. Do I use scroll wheel? Yes, but that's a habit that I am actively getting out of and I've been making more use of actual keybinds like lately. I'm literally in the transition process for that. But yeah, I mark this path. But I don't torch it, but I also don't make it clear that it's not explored. In the future, I think that I probably just wouldn't mark a path like this, but I think I would want to mark it to know that gold is that way. But the gold marking is right on the wall immediately, so I probably just shouldn't have marked it at all.
Where did you drop sand off at, Ant?
I've got this idea in my head to where I want to place down hang on. That's Ninja Brainbot. I don't have an instance of Minecraft open where I want to place down like a letter G or something. So rather than just marking it with a line, marking it with like a B with a B, G with a G, R with an R, or whatever. Did I at least have fun this MCC with the battle box thing aside? Yeah, this was the most fun MCC I've had yet, by far. Even without the win, because the team was so vibe. We were so understanding of the fact that we were all just like a pretty even piece of the pie, and that we were all pretty skilled. Like I knew Ghosty was skilled. Like the day before the event, I actually studied up. I watched her Block Wars Rookies 2 VOD. I saw that she was getting increasingly better and better placement. Saw she was good at parkour. Saw she was training on MCCI a lot. So I took her very seriously from the very beginning. So I knew that we had it was a well-rounded, overpowered team. In a ring. All right, so hang on. Let's go back to desktop audio. Okay. So I find this path. This path is ultimately trash. Like, it was a waste of rusty keys. There was no keys down this way, but you don't know that going into a Sands of Time. You just have to assume the key could be anywhere. So, yeah. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to 2x this. We're going to watch this at double speed so I can get to the speed runs. God, hearing this music at double speed is kind of funny. Here, I feel like I made a little mistake. This area to the left, I should have torched it, and I should have checked under the water to see if there's any actual sand there. For all I know, that whole thing could have been sand. But I didn't check it. I was just in the middle of moving too fast. Here I've learned, you either go in and you torch it right away, or you don't go in at all. And that knowledge was there enough, and I was confident enough to where I'm just like, torch and do things and run away! And then I would reassess later. Dude, this music's a banger. Those 26 torches, I'm glad I got those. Dude, H-Bomb would be so mad that I'm wielding carpets in my offhand, but I actually prefer it. I prefer being able to mark my way at any given moment, and just keep torches on and off. Keep torches in the inventory or something. You hated seeing your predicted 36 stuff like that. I had a feeling Block Wars to MCC would be easier. Well, the thing is, what they probably did is they went to blockwars.games, looked up her stats, saw only the ones that are there, saw that she didn't have many good results, and were like, well, she's going to do bad. And that was initially my first assumption too, but I was like, no, she's probably done more than this. So I looked around and I'm like, okay, she's actually done a few more Block Wars than she was credited for. I checked out those VODs. Because I wanted to know how good she was. I wanted to know who I was dealing with, which I may not do with every MCC, but I had a hunch that this was the MCC. That's why in my mind I'm thinking I had a very main character, sort of like Phoenix rising from the ashes vibe going into this with myself. But little did I know that Ghosty was really the main character of this. Ghosty's really good at the game from what I saw watching her before, and yeah, she's good. So yeah, this path was trash. This was the very end of the path. I mean, I check it out. Like, you can see those paths are marked. This whole area is trash. That whole area is complete. Here I was like, oh my god, is this something I haven't seen? And then I realized it was where I started. So I was like, all right, what can I do here? I spend a few seconds thinking about it. I go and I collect. Which was good. I mean, I probably got like, what, 200 coins down here? Let's actually see. How many coins did I start? Oh, God. Oh, God. The artifacting. Oh, God. Okay, so I started at 351. How many coins are just coming down here and cleaning up get me? Over 100. 350. So about 140. Yeah, 150. About 150. Which is not nothing. Yeah, here, oh god, the artifacting, I thought I fixed that. So, I didn't check to see if there was any sand in that water. I think ultimately there wasn't. What am I doing? Wrong place? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so, here was a tunnel vision moment that I haven't communicated at all. Not to them and not on stream. But when I saw that line there, even I thought that was a path that was in progress. That right there is the gold path. Dumb luck prevented me from going down there first. Because that's probably where I would have gone. I would have been like, oh, okay, my path is done, next. But because in my mind, I'm like, oh, someone's been there. There was no key down that path. It was just a like gold and it lasted forever. So it was dumb luck that I didn't choose that path. So yeah. Oh, you said what are you doing in the wrong place? Got it. So yeah. I didn't do the piston parkour. I knew that I could do it, but it's like I didn't want to do it. I'm like, I'm trying to find keys here. Which is weird because then I went after this. Which was just parkour for coins. And let's even though we're watching it at double time, let's see how many times I fall all the way to the bottom. Okay. 1 fall, 2 fall, 3 fall, 4 fall, 5 fall, 1 to the bottom, 6 fall, 2 to the bottom, 7 fall, 2 to the bottom, and then I make it. So I would say that ultimately for the coin value was probably not worth it. It took me like 45 seconds to do that. But I'm glad I did it. It was like, you know, in my mind, I was thinking like, I got to get this done. Okay. Oh God, this artifacting. I thought I fixed it. But yeah, I remembered in my head that Jordan had talked about this and getting this done before. I knew it was done. I didn't have to look at it any longer. And then I choose this path. And this path is where green key ultimately was. So I was so lucky that I did not send myself down gold path because it didn't have a key in it. And we may have not come in first. Or no, we may have not come in second had that not happened. So yeah, I'm pretty short on rusty keys at this point. But, you know, we're exploring, we're checking out, we're mining, we're crafting. I decided not go into that pit right away. And then I just decided to go in this other direction. Encounter another rusty door. I go this way, but I do feel like pointing out a certain direction. Oh, God. Wait, I gotta go back. Okay. That path right there, that's in my camera, that's up ahead there, never explored it. I don't know what was down there. I at some point, I probably should go check out the other VODs and see what was down there, because I'm curious what I missed. I just didn't have the time to. But another bit of dumb luck. I went down this path instead and got lucky. Yeah, see, I never went down that way. Oh, yeah, I think I had to get rusty keys at this point, because, what, let's go back. This artifacting is so ugly. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, so I had 1 rusty door. And I think I knew that I had 2, so I needed Jordan's rusty keys. He had 6. And then he wound up giving a few to Shadoune, and then I think he got a few more. So he ultimately had 5. And I asked him for 3, not realizing that he only had 5. I thought he had 6. I was going to get half of his. But he gave me 2. Is all I needed. So, there we go. Get those 2 keys, and we're on our way. So fortunate to find that green vault. I felt like I did good. What can I say? I didn't go after those spiders. I didn't know what was up there. Didn't want to waste my time on it. There was a rusty key in here. Didn't even realize. Then here I'm like, bro, I mow through creepers for a living. It's the one thing that I definitely know how to do. So it's just like, as long as they don't explode right next to you. Like, imagine how much scarier creepers would be if during their explosion they could still walk. Like, they would still path to you during their explosion. Imagine how much more hardcore creepers would be if that was the case. Because that would be the only scenario where this would be scary. So I go in, I pick up a few freebies, take a little bit of damage, it's whatever. I walk out. And bang, green key. Green key. So if I were wise, I would have gone down there to this path on the left here. I would have quickly explored it. Because, like, you don't need to deliver the green key immediately. You just need to deliver the green key. Like, you need to be in spawn with at least 60 seconds left so that Sandkeeper can pick up the green vault. Because Sandkeeper's going to remember where that is. But, like, so I probably could have done a little more exploration. But at this point, if I had been thinking about it, like, really thoroughly, which I was not, I was tunnel vision, I would have realized we had red key, we had blue key, we had green key, and we were looking for gold key. So I probably could have kept looking around, but in my mind, I don't consider gold key to be viable unless it's the stairs, not iron bars, but the stairs chain parkour, because that one's pretty easy. If that's what gold key generates as, then I'd be willing to go for it. But, yeah, so got a little bit lucky with my routing. It was nice that I didn't have to go very far to deliver this, to deliver this green key. like, I was so, like, not unaware in the moment, I asked who was taking the key. Even though I should know that it's Sandkeeper's job. So I should have been like, Ghosty, come and take this. But I was like, who's taking this? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tunnel vision. Rah. But anyways, got it delivered. And I was like, all right, I'm going back down this path. There still might be more here. And going for this would have been the most Giga Chad thing in the history of Sands of Time. An unknown like me, who has some parkour skill, ultimately going for this. In this moment, I considered banking. I considered banking my coins and going after this parkour, but we did not have enough time left. I think we had like 60 seconds, oh no, I think we had 90 seconds and I didn't even know where Gold Vault was. And I'm glad I didn't do it. I knew where Gold Path was, but I'm glad I didn't do that because ultimately it would have been a big waste because Gold Path was long.
That's pretty neat.
Yo, thank you, Fig. What up?
She's almost 3 years.
Yo, dude. Appreciate you always, man. Appreciate you dropping in. We are reviewing some Sands of Time, and then I'm actually going to be getting to speedrunning after this. Like, we're within, like, you know, I'd say 20, 30 minutes of it. Maybe even 10 minutes. Things are going pretty well, Thermal Dwarf. We're just reviewing how MCC went. We're through most of it at this point, and then I'm going to actually be getting down to some speed runs, even though I'm probably not going to complete a run today. We'll try, though. We'll try. So, yeah, I've practiced this exact parkour before. But I didn't do it before this event. If I were a Giga Chad, I would have gone after this. And there's a lot of coins over there. So, like, even if you don't get the vault, you still pick up, like, 300 coins from that. So, yeah. How do I have only 41 viewers? I don't know where your assumption that I'd have 1,000 is, but I appreciate the optimistic assumption, but I don't stream a lot. So, that's why I don't have many viewers. It's also the question I hate answering the most, but you seem polite. All right. So, yeah. At this point, there's 90 seconds left. It's time to go back. I think there might have been still 2 minutes left. I spent forever on this puzzle because I flipped a bunch of random ones rather than flipping them one at a time. I'm like, let me flip them randomly and then flip half of them and then whatever. Yeah, see, why did I flip 2 there? I was so silly for this. I was so silly for flipping many of these back and forth. Next time I'm going to have to be sure I do that properly. No, it's all good. Artemo, I'm happy you're here. Hey, that was worth it. That was a mini vault. There are vaults that have barely more coins than that. So happy I went for that. And that took us over the 5,000 coin barrier. And then, yeah, it's time to go. I didn't go down there and there could have been anything down there, but didn't have time. It's time to go. And I think Shadoune did the parkour that was here that got us over 5,200 coins. So ultimately pretty happy with how we did. You know, the fact that Blue, hang on, let me see. Let me leave center monitor here. Let me see if I have this up. I do. No, that's individual placement. That's dodgeball. Give me a second. There's something on the subreddit that I want to pull up, and I think it's like right near the top. But I need to see where it is. Maybe I don't have it. Bonus Faultsworth and Rocket Rush, dynamite mining. I had something pulled up. Oh, I know. I actually just... No, this isn't it. I don't have... Is this by teams? Next. Oh, this is by teams. Okay, I got it. Let me... Yeah, there we go. So I found this on the subreddit. I'm going to, like, show y'all what the post is. So it's by Jar Vig. 1 day ago, MCC 37, Sands of Time coins, plus Vault and Vaultless. By the way, pretty excited about this. I was 4th on Vaultless. So, I don't know why it counts so many people. Oh, I guess it excludes Vault amounts. I got 4th for Vaultless total amount of coins. Very happy about that. But Blue had over 5,000 coins, and they didn't get Green Vault. This year, Blue, Red, Green shows how many coins each team got from each vault. Red did not find Green. Lime did not find Green. Blue did not find it. And they had over 5,000 coins, dude. If they had found Green Vault, if they had found Green Vault and somehow got Gold Vault, this would have been a 7,000, like a high 6,000 coin game. It may have been the record. But yeah, Purple didn't find it either. And yeah, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. 6 out of the 10 teams found the green vault. So felt pretty lucky that we found it. So yeah. Anyways, let's go back here. So that's kind of it. That's all she wrote on this one. We got over 5,000 coins, and I need not skip around because it's causing lag. Oh yeah, I went for a little bit more. I'm like, more coins, more. And then there was, I went up this ladder, and then I was like, wait a minute. What else is down here? I should have climbed up this ladder. There can be like 150 coins on the top of some of these. I should have climbed this, done this, and then ran back. But I think at this point, Ghosty was counting down 60. And in my mind, I'm like, don't be the reason we choke. Don't be the reason we choke. Don't be the reason we choke. But I probably would have come in like 3rd or 2nd in terms of vaultless had I gone up there. That room has 100 unmultiplied coins in it. Yeah. Yeah, so it would have been worth it. Would have been totally worth it. And it has whatever spawners are in there too. So you can mine out the spawners. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't pull a Feinberg, you say, about that. So I kind of wanted to go over this fully. I don't... Oh, come on. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're just going to mute watch it on like double speed here. So, because too much time has elapsed in the stream already, we're already over 2 hours. I wanted to like review Gold Path, but Gold Path ultimately didn't have a key in it. So we're just going to like quickly run through this. I mean, keep in mind, this is on double speed, dude. So like, let's see how long this goes for. Cause it just kind of goes. He's still got chat open. I don't need it. So he does this. This was clever. He was wicked clever to place torches in there. I think that's what he did. Like this was an all new section, but he throws torches down in there. Totally prevents spiders from spawning. 150 coins. He's out. Finds POV is so tragic. Yeah. If y'all don't know what happened, you're about to see, let's just say this is an event that occurred seconds before disaster. Like what you're watching moments before disaster. Ooh, I'm going to need to, hang on. While we watch through this, I need to close my window. It's getting cold. All right, I'll be right back. Hopefully this doesn't end before I get back. I only need a few seconds. Oh, I'm coming! See, he's still going down Gold Vault path here. Like... Oh, I actually don't even know why we're watching this because the gold key is not down Gold Vault. If he had gotten gold key and then went down this, like, yeah, you're talking like 7,000 point game, right? So anyways, let's fast forward a bit here. Let's see. Is this where gold key is? No, this is still Gold Path. Like he spent forever in here, but he collected a lot of coins, a lot of sand, fair bit of sand. So let's progress forward. And then he does this. Dude was busy in this MCC. All right. Oh, well, here we go. Here we go. This is so unfortunate. We're gonna check this out. So bro knows how to do this parkour. I guess he also inventory jams it. Dude has 1,600 coins and he's risking this. If he had banked this, that would have been big for his team. But the thing, I don't know how deep down this is, but this is where a situation where I think banking would be a good idea. But it's like, you don't got to bank if you don't fail, right? How many coins is this? That was what? 200 and he went from 1575. So let's just say 1,600 minus 25. So 1,600 and then take the result in minus 25. I mean, it says 243. So yeah, I think that's 243. So he gets 243 coins out of that. So that alone is like worth a lot. Oh my God, this is so painful. This is so painful. So painful. So he shifts and then he runs forward. And I think he just jumped too early. Some people were saying that he lost momentum by hitting the block. No, he jumped too early, and that was that. He would have made it. He just jumped too early. That was it. Hit the iron bar, and that was all she wrote. That was it. Really unfortunate. Railroad Rush and this were the reason why they weren't undodgeable. These two things combined. Neither of them individually were enough, but these two things combined. Mm-hmm. Whoops, sorry.
Oh, what was what? Yeah, fuck you, Antvenom. I want this man gone.
Yo, what up, Sparkles Raiders? Y'all are showing up at a really good time. We're through the majority of the VOD reviewing, but we will be getting to speed runs. So, yeah. By the way, what up, everybody? Antvenom here. Welcome back to another Minecraft live stream. I'm sure there's at least a few of you here who are happy to hear that. But yeah, during this stream, we've been reviewing MCC. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how we did. But little did I know going into this MCC that I was obviously you're the main character in your own universe, but little did I know just how not the main character of this MCC I was going to be. That instead it was going to be Ghosty Fruits MCC. Absolutely insane result. We've already checked out Dodge Bolt. But yeah, the first half domination was crazy. It was like a little bit of luck and a lot of domination. We did really well we did really well for, I think, what was expected of us during Sky Battle. A lot of people I saw had us predicted in like 5th for that, but we didn't wind up getting pinched during that game. So it helped a lot. Yeah. So anyways, we were just checking out Feinberg's perspective and the tragedy that was that moment. Let me go ahead and let me pop out a center monitor here and reopen VLC. There we go. But yeah, we did pretty well. I mean, I should have had, dude, if I had Jordan give me his sand here and me and Jordan ran up for this, but Jordan was actually, let's since you know, he just rated, let's hear his panicked voice that fully convinced me that maybe we just don't do that. Oh, I need to slow it down. Where is one of them? There we go. Over here.
It should be one on the side.
Sorry, we're here.
It's
So there's 30 seconds left, and I'm directing Jordan like 10 seconds away from the door. One over here, Jordan.
30 seconds.
Bro, I don't know that we have time.
No.
Come on. Please
No,
don't.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
No,
Yeah.
we're good. We definitely had time to do that. But I was so tunnel vision throughout this MCC that I was like, all right, if they're all saying to come back, I don't want to be the guy to ruin anything. So yeah, you and Ghosty were 2 new winners. Yep. Super happy about it.
Sick.
And like,
Nice.
I would say that we were probably the team to collect 5,000 coins the fastest because, I mean, seriously, we're what, the second? I think we're the 3rd team out. Well, I see red, I see lime, I see pink. I think I see pink downrange there. Purple. So we were the 4th team out. And yeah.
A lot of people must have found those keys.
Oh God.
I got a
I'm
lot of
scared.
side coins though, so we'll see.
Yes.
Yep. But yeah. Oh no, not the microphone. Audio track. But yeah. I mean, we've already reviewed it, but we'll go over the last round of dodge. Actually, I want to go over the end of 2 rounds in dodgeball, and then we're going to speed running. So Yahi Mice, if you're still here, yeah. CaptainSparklez couldn't handle Sneak Snag's magic, so that was Sparkles that went down. It became a 3v3. Sit down, Sneak Snag. Sit down, and then Impulse was made to sit down, but then Elena was given real clutch vibes here. She was given real 1v3 clutch vibes here with that double kill. And I'm the only one left. It's up to me. And I throw out a garbage first shot. Bang. Dude, this is why we're VOD reviewing without microphone. I don't want to replay the audio on this crap. If I hadn't already known that you guys won, I would have been so stressed. Oh, if you didn't know that we hadn't won? Yeah. Yeah, but we locked in. And then This is where we found out that this was Ghosty's. Ghosty was the main character of this MCC. We already kind of knew it, but she secured it on this one. I toss her one arrow. Impulse gets me because he doesn't do a quick movement. And then I get out here after this first arrow is fired. Bang. I don't know where that arrow was intended for. Boom, I'm out. It's up to Ghosty. Ghosty gets a free round where she doesn't have to dodge alone. She just needs to land these 2 shots. Bang. Bang. Absolute main character vibes. Absolute main character vibes. Just so happy for her. And just thrilled to get the first W. This was event number 10 for me. And yeah, happy to have improved. Happy to have you know, me and Jordan were 13th and 14th, so I would say we were arguably like pretty much, you know, right in par with each other. I was happy to you know, not put the team down or anything like that. Happy to have the experience that I had, and happy we clutched it out. She was dressed up as Gojo too. Yeah, I was the only person on our team who had like no costume of any kind. I mean, I showed these off at the beginning of the stream, but I was not about to bust out the kaleidoscope goggles during a round of dodgeball. Was totally crazy performance from all 4 of you. Yeah, I was super happy with it. So yeah, that's MCC. That's MCC Haunted Hoedown. Jordan just used a wig. Jordan went hard though in one of the past years, so like I can't really blame him for just going wig route this time. Like, you know, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, that's MCC Haunted Hoedown. We are going to move up into speedrunning. So, by the way, for those of you who are unaware, I actually don't speedrun Random Seed Glitchless all that often. Yeah, the cat made one is what I'm referring to. I don't remember if that was 22 or 23 or even 21. I don't remember. Imagine having a functioning memory. But yeah, for those of you who are unaware, I do not speedrun. I have, however, been practicing a whole lot at doing like movement-based things. So actually, you know what? Let's go into it right now. Let me go ahead and since I don't have an instance of Minecraft open, I'm going to fire up my non-speedrunning instance, and I'm going to show y'all a little bit of what I've been working on. And you got to consider that only months ago, I was safe bridging and barely really knew how to like quick navigate around the map. This is, this is a perfect opportunity to tell y'all some deep lore stuff. If anyone, you know, I don't know how many of y'all are out there just listening. I mean, I see how many viewers there are, but you know, how many are actively listening. But if you're listening, I want to get Jordan to be able to speed bridge. Even if he doesn't use it like in the event, like in the core event, I want him to like be comfortable and knowledgeable about the rhythm that it takes to have to speed bridge. So let me what the Sigma? Where is my Minecraft? Where's my Minecraft? There it is. All right, so we're gonna log on to bedwarspractice.club here, and I am going to very quickly queue up a game here. Do I practice Bastions at all? I have not I've not really practiced Bastions at all. No. All right, hang on. Let's load up another one here. There we go. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of practicing. Let's do it. Oh, that's roof. Oh, crap. Dang it. Way too confident with that jump. Okay, there we go. I think with this, is this going to work? I have been getting used to... crap. Okay, not the greatest showcase right now. Let's restart. One more round. All right, now I need to fire up... hang on. It's going to go. I'm going to have to restart another one. I'm bringing up my gaming playlist. Gaming music. Let's go. All right, you know what? Let's just do this one. Okay. Bro. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, I'm rusty. I'm rusty for the day. Starting over. Starting over. This is a strong start where you do nothing but embarrass yourself during a raid. It's common, I guess. Okay. All right. That I should have definitely fallen there. Oh God, which one is this? Okay, good. Got the extension. Oh no, I ran out of blocks. It was so close to being perfect. Well, not perfect, you know, but you know what I mean. And I haven't quite gotten down that style of bridging yet, because I still have a tendency to fall off sync. Oops, whoops. Well, y'all get the idea. Y'all get the idea. There, good enough. So that's one way you can practice, practice movement. Let's go to Bridgerland real quick. We'll just do straight bridging. This is the stuff I want to teach Jordan how to do. It's like actually so fun to do. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to change, let's see, change it out to, let's do this. Actually, let's go to 40. All right, here we go. Oops. Cool. So, yeah, that's something that I want to teach Jared on how to do. Be able to do that consistently. Just being able to do that and being able to, like, just, you know, even something as simple as this, like having the confidence to do this, even if, like, you just do it while holding shift. I got to teach Jordan the ways of butterfly clicking, because it's just so good. It's just so useful. Yeah. Am I left-handed? No, I'm not. This is great warm-up when you'll have to bridge from one lava pit to another and inevitably die to a ghast. We'll see. We'll see. Speaking of which, I think it's about that time. I think it's about time we quit out of this instance and I open up my speedrunning instance. I think we're there. I don't know how long I'm going to do attempts for, but I do have a setup ready to go. But no, I'm not left-handed. All right, I think it's time I change my title. So give me a moment. We'll do that, and I'll hop in game. All right. What do I title this? I want to write something in brackets at the end of this title. Good enough, I guess. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Right-handed, but you're bridging left-leaning. I can do both. Like, it's not really a problem. And no, I don't get it. Like, I'm just holding S and D and bridging. Like, I don't really get it. To me, it's harder to do it while holding A and S. Like, it doesn't. I don't really get it. Get that resource pack out. It'll invalidate your run. I don't care right now. I will turn it off when I decide to start submitting runs, but I don't care right now. Besides, they've actually approved this. They've actually approved Faithful Venom before. So, and I have the Discord receipts to prove it. So, Yeah. Anyways, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, I need to be in full screen, please. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry. I'm not going one screen at a time here. Please, full screen. Thank you. There we go. So we're gonna drop a lot of frames during this. Actually, you know what I should do? Hang on. Give me a moment. I think I can mitigate this. I can mitigate this lag because it's way worse while streaming. Give me one moment. Come on. Yeah, we lag. Stop. Oh, let's do this. Mod config. I think it. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Is it world preview? Which one is the? No, let's try. I mean, no, I like it being at 16. There's a way to change the frame rate. I'm just like drawing a total blank here. CQ, it's that one. All right. There we go. Let's drop the wall FPS down to like 15. I don't need that wall FPS to be high. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter at all. Preview FPS 5. I don't care. Maybe we'll have to adjust that, but it's whatever. All right, that should hopefully make this whole problem better. Also, I need to go full screen. Okay, hit F6. Yeah, I'm still dropping frames, but it's fine. It's like less than before. And once the majority of worlds are loaded, well, I'm going to have to be resetting them a lot. Okay. By the way, Yahoo Mice, if I do something wrong, don't criticize me for it. We're here to have fun. I mean, don't overly criticize me for it because I'm not fully studied up right now, and that's by design. No. Oh, and I'm not doing shipwreck routes right now. I mean, I know that I probably could just do it because it's not exactly hard. It's just whether or not you get iron. But like, right now I'm doing this with the intention of going through a village. Yeah, it's all good. Just as long as what is that? Oh, okay, that's a swamp. Bro, give me a village seed. Village seed, where are you? Usually doesn't take this long for a village seed to show up. Come on. It can be, a village can be anywhere. Or a desert. Just a straight desert would be fine too. I start on those all the time. And like half the time, most of the time, find a village. Come on. You don't have to wait for them to generate. I need to use my eyes to see what's in front of me, my dude. So I know they don't have to generate all the way. Come on, bro. Where's the why am I getting a total lack of desert seeds today? They're usually like half the ones that show up. There we go. About all the other ones. No. So I want to get a few of them ready to go. Come on. Let's hold that one. I don't know why sometimes it just stops generating the ones, like the ones on the bottom right. Bruh. I only want like 1 or 2 more. Nope. Oh, hello. Let's just start on this one. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Starting runs. Why am I not in full screen? Okay, usually looking for a blacksmith house. Let's do it. Yes! Yes! This is actually huge. Huge start. Bruh. Whatever happens, happens. Usually go for 6 wood. I actually don't think I need as much because I already have the pickaxe.